Hello, everyone. It's Lisa, your girl again. So today we're just going to talk. We're going to talk about mental health, and we're going to talk about sexual assault. You know, um, no, I'm not a doctor, or do I claim to be a therapist? I just know what I've been through, and that's all I'm here to talk about is what I've been through. And what I continue to go through because you know I suffer from PTSD, and for those who don't know, that's post traumatic stress disorder, you know, from my sexual assault on active duty, you know, and then the rape that had happened like a week after my mom passed. My mom died October 31st, 88. I was raped like the first week of November, and then I went to the military and got sexually. Um, but my thing is, people ask me, Lisa, why did you wait so long? I said because I didn't have time. I didn't have time. You know, my sisters, when my mother was laying dying in the hospital, I lived with my mother. Okay, when she lay dying in the hospital, my sisters came and threw me out of that apartment. No money, no nothing, nothing. You know, I was literally living on the street. So the rape that happened by somebody I thought was a friend of mine. Okay, and it happened in his van. You know, all because I want to make sure a friend of mine's got home safe. I never once thought that I myself wouldn't be safe. You know, but you know, I didn't have the time. I couldn't even grieve my mother. I couldn't even grieve the fact that I was just violated. And then going to the military and was re-violated. again. This I did not have time to deal with. So I pushed it in the back and I kept moving. Problem with that was that I got way too comfortable in that. And then it snuck up on me years later and attacked and forced my hand to deal with the situation. So I'm dealing with the situation. Um, you know, and it's so easy for somebody to say, you know, that happened so many years ago. Get over it. No, I could care less if it happened yesterday or if it happened 50 years ago. That is something that you're never going to get over. And until it happens to you, don't say anything. Okay. And I'm not saying that I would wish that on somebody. That's something I would definitely not wish on nobody. But I'm just saying, unless you walk a mile in that shoe, just don't say anything because that's not helping the situation. Okay? Look at it this way. Think of it as your house being robbed. Okay? Different scenario, the same situation, right? Because somebody broke into your house, violated the sanctity of your home, and now you don't even feel safe anymore in that home because somebody you don't know just broke in your house and robbed you. Well, that is the same concept for rape. Only difference is I knew this person. you know. Actually, I knew both of them, you know. But it's the same, it's different situation, same result. You've been violated, you know. I was violated. So no, that is something that I'm not going to get over. I'm gonna have to deal with that for the rest of my life. But there is a choice of being a victim and a survivor. I am a survivor. I think I played the victim a little too long. But I'm a survivor, you know. You know why I'm a survivor? Let me tell you why I'm a survivor. Because I can talk about it. I can talk about it. I can probably help the next person going through that dealt with, a similar situation. You know, drugs almost took me down because of it. It definitely, it definitely shook up my mental health. You know, now I have to deal with that. You know, yeah, because we get ready to get in. We get ready to get in. You know, I'm glad for the Me Too movement. I really am. Because then that gives people platform now to actually start coming out and saying what has happened to them. Okay. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't pick and choose. What's good for some is good for all. You know what I'm saying? You know, we as women, we have it hard. 'Cause I was saying something to somebody a couple of months ago. The question was, why is it that women, especially women in the military, why we don't say nothing? I said, because the men know we're not going to say nothing. Because number one, at the end of the day, who's going to believe us? Number two, we have to fear the retribution that comes from opening our mouth. That's why we don't say nothing. That's why we don't stand up when we should. And the mere fact that you put us right back into the lion's den after all of this has been known, after charges has been filed, and you put us right back in that same den with that same lion, day after day after day, re-traumatizing the person over and over and over again, just by seeing that person. Because God knows I was. Because normally when you catch a charge, normally when a base catches any kind of assault or rape charge, somebody is supposed to be moved off the. Well, that didn't happen. I had to look at my abuser every day for the next, what, month and a half, 2 months before I finally got orders. For me, that was just a re-traumatization. Every day I had to see this man's face. Every day this man tried to talk to me. Don't, just don't say nothing. I don't eat you. Don't even breathe in my direction. You know, because what you did is no excuse for it. And the same with rape. There is no excuse for it. Because you want to feel large and in charge. You want to try to control somebody? If you were looking to control me, you got the wrong one. Because I am not that one to be controlled by any man. Period. If you ain't my daddy, mm-mm. And even he had his limits. You know, we don't speak out because we're so afraid of the retribution. We're so afraid that we're not going to be believed. Not only that, but um, not only that, but if we do decide to take it all away, we're being re-traumatized over and over and over again from the police to the hospital to the lawyers to the courts. You know, this is a re-traumatization. This is why women don't like to speak, because we don't want to keep being re-traumatized. We just want to keep it pushing and move on. But I'm telling you, at the end of the day, we can't ignore that it hasn't happened either, because it will find a way to come back and bite you in the butt. It damn sure did to me. And it forced my hand to make me have to deal with the situation. And I don't want to see that for the next person. You know, if it happened, say something. Even if you don't go to the police, get yourself a therapist. Because, honey, at the end of the day, you're going to need it. Get, get that professional support, you know? Get that professional support that we all need when this happens. You know, I'm getting ready to do, I'm getting ready to start next week a new kind of therapy that I didn't even know, because I'm a veteran, I didn't even know the VA even had. And it's an equine therapy. That's where you work with horses. I didn't know they had that. You learn something new every day. You learn something new every day. You know. So I'm just saying, even if you don't go and report it, at least get yourself a therapist. You're gonna have to talk about it. You can't leave it bottled in, because eventually, like a soda that you shake up, eventually it explodes. And the bad thing is, you don't want it to explode where it doesn't need to be exploded. But then again, there ain't no telling when and where it's going to explode. The question's not if, it's when and where it's going to explode. 'Cause eventually it's going to explode, you know? And take care of your mental health, because behind all of that, there's going to be mental health issues. I mean, I know we like to think that we superwoman and we can do it all, but we're not. We're human. We're human. And when stuff like this happens, we need to take care of ourselves, and not just our physical self, our mental self, our mental health. Because I guarantee you, when you get violated in such a way like that, that's not just affecting you physically, that's affecting you mentally. And when this is off, everything is all off. Uh, you know, everything is just all off. It's off kilter. You know, we got to get back in alignment. You know, I have to, I had to align myself because one part was me over here, the other part was over here. And I don't know what this was doing. This was all over the place. You know, I had to kind of, I'm not completely back there, nor will I be, but I can make it a point to try to keep it together. You know, instead of just being all over the place. You know, I just wish somebody would have told me this, you know, long ago. You know, but these are some of the things that I'm finding out, you know, doing my therapy, you know, that I can't just be willy nilly because I saw what happened. It ended me a trip to the VA psych ward. You know, now I'm in the process of trying to kind of contain it, keep it in one spot. That way, if one goes off kilter, I can kind of smack it back in place. But when you got so many things off kilter, it's not that easy to go, okay, because you get overwhelmed with trying to get it back in one spot. You know, I'm glad I'm not dating now because this is giving me the opportunity to learn how to love myself, to take care of myself, not just mentally, but mentally and emotionally. I get to take care of myself so that um, when I do get into um, a relationship, it's going to be a healthy one. And now I'm going to make a confession. Yeah, I'm going to make a confession. Okay. I was married in the military for 2 years. So when people ask me what happened, you know, I tell people not a complete lie. He did. But what I'm not saying is that it was me. I mean, I wasn't cheating. I just didn't want to be touched. I had no idea that that had anything to do with the sexual assault or the rape until I got into therapy and they like, well, I said, now it makes sense. You know, I wasn't doing my wifely duties because I didn't want to be touched. So automatically he assumed that I was having an affair, which in turn caused him to have an affair. He thought I was doing it, but I wasn't. And I said all of this to say what? I said all of this because it's not fair for me to put all that burden on him when it wasn't. It was not. I had my issues. I'm not sure if I even told him about it. Don't remember. I might have, or I might said it in passing. I'm not. I don't remember. But all I know is this: I'm not gonna let. I can't keep, you know, making him bear the brunt of that all his own because I had a hand in that, and that was my fault. You know, that's not fair to him at all. You know, so sometimes we have to step outside ourselves and look from the outside in to actually see what's really going on. Sometimes you may not like what you see, but it is what it is. And then you need to learn how to deal with it. And on that note, I'm going live on StreamYard here in a little bit. I know I feel like talking. You know, I feel like talking. You know, I know I haven't posted much last year, but I'm eating it up for this year. So, um, I will go live on StreamYard. I will post the link probably in another couple of hours. I'll probably go live on StreamYard. And see you when I see you. Everybody have a good day.